Denise for 36. So John, I want to thank you very much, for bringing this out. And I think it does. I have actually budget stuff, but I think that your comments in regard to raises and salary jobs and positions and all they have an impact on our budget. And moving forward, we'll look back at a lot of the things that have gone on. And I agree with you, John. I think that somehow or another, the previous administration decided that the city charter and the code of ordinances had nothing to do with the way he was going to run the city. And I remember I got something that I had in my phone just on to follow you on not following what the city charter says, is that the city treasurer shall be the city tax collector. So in previous years, in previous administrations, the person who was a tax collector, and I believe that's the CSDA position, John will probably correct me on that, that person would automatically become the city treasurer. And it just, to me, is very interesting that Jack Schnirman decided to change that policy of his own free will without even checking the city charter 5 years ago, when all of these crazy payouts started happening, or so it seems, because we can't verify it, because we don't have information. And in all fairness to all of you, I sit in the legislature, and Anthony, you made a comment 2 weeks ago that you can't look at every piece of paper, and I agree with you 100%, and I'll defend you on that, because you have to trust the people that are in, that you have in these positions. But when they voted down the bonds, what is it, about a month ago, that trust was broken by the people that you put into those places. And the mere fact that this has been brought into question, and you sit here as president of the city council without even having that documentation, without even demanding it, it's by law you're supposed to have it. And your corporation counsel, who's supposed to uphold the city charter and the code of ordinances, who is the person who defends our laws, defends our cities, and puts forth the laws that we have to abide by, sits here and doesn't even look to say, well, there has been a problem with the city charter. What am I going to do about it? Do you even have that information to share with us?
Concerning which topic, Legislator Ford?
On the payouts, and with all the time sheets, and with everything that was sent to the controller. Are you sitting here right now with that information?
I'm sitting here with some of the information I've managed.
You know what? And then
I just want to finish my statement. And I believe in the next several weeks that information is going to be trickling out.
It should not be trickling out. It should be right here. And as God is my witness, I'm going to make sure that I have it. Because I and other people here have put in FOIL, and since it's been sent to the state controller, I should not be denied. You have my FOIL request. I should be able to have that information. Complete, not trickle to me one thing at a time. I just want to go back to the budget. You had talked about the daycare. And are you saying that might be something that you might cut in this year's budget?
No, I was saying that everything comes with a cost, and that's one of the areas where we're losing money.
Okay, well, I see. And also, I know that you talked about with the fire department. Two more seconds, all right? I'm just going to go on to this. But, a couple of years ago, the city paid good money for an ICMA report, which was going to help us, cement and put together our fire department in a more efficient manner and everything like that. And the only thing that the city took out of that was to lay off 5 guys, 5 firefighters. They had promised, I think, with that report, that by following their recommendations, we would have been able to keep a complete paid fire department as well as our volunteers. We would have had a fire commissioner who probably could have at this time doubled for our OEM commissioner. And they had estimated that perhaps they would have given us a savings of $2.1 million because we would have been able to help with the manning and the overtime and stuff like that. And I'm just saying that, even when we spend money and when people come in with recommendations, it has been loathsome on the part of the previous administration to follow any type of advice, any type of recommendations. And I know that moving forward, you all have to rebuild trust in this city because I think it's completely gone. And until you start changing this, you have to start changing everybody's attitude toward this place. Because I'll tell you right now, we're all suffering. And, and I'm glad that my last comment is that there will be no Legos because the workers have suffered enough. Thank you.